the sweetness and the burning go hand in hand. It's like you're drawn to that duality. Why do we repeat patterns that are not good for us? Why are we drawn to people who hurt us? You feel that you deserve very little. It doesn't mean that you actually do. Join me as I listen to Wishbone Deluxe by Conan Gray for the first time today. Just a moment of appreciation for the only Conan Gray song that I know. Somehow it made its way into my playlists. Wish You Were Sober. I just love this song. I love the storytelling in this song. And vocal delivery that just feels so convincing. It feels like this singer has experienced this has had this exact thought in their mind. Please don't drink more beer. The catchiness that gets stuck in your head. I wish you were sober. Resisting the urge to play the whole song. And of course, that beat that just propels you forward. I just really like this song. So this makes me really excited to discover a whole album by Conan. Just in case you're new, my name is Vicky. I'm a therapist who loves talking about pop music. So let's get into it. Nobody saw us in the hotel lobby, and nobody saw us with your sweatshirt on me, and nobody saw us leaving bruises on our necks in a summer spent in a cold shack. Nobody wondered where you went all April, like kicking feet under the whole damn world's table. But my friends discovered when you left me in July. No, I didn't cry, kept the light alive. But the church bells won't stop ringing for an undead wedding day. Wow, his voice. Spent the summer drinking while I spent it being erased. And I tried to hide the feeling, but it just won't go away. Let's pretend nothing happened, I agree. But you're a much better actor than me. A friend of mine asked you ever talk to Conan. You didn't react, you said I barely even fucking know him. You're saving your face, but you take it out on your nose. The white wind blows, and now I'm lives ago. The church bells won't stop ringing for an undead wedding day. And you spent the summer drinking while I spent it being erased. And I tried to hide the feeling, but it just won't go away. Let's pretend nothing happened, I agree. But you're a much better actor than me. If you ever cared, well, I would know. Blame it on a bad manic episode when you meet a girl on some TV show. There's a side of you that she'll never know. Tell all your friends that she's the one, and you could say it's love, but the church bells won't stop ringing for an undead wedding day. And you spent your whole life drinking, oh, drinking me away. And I tried to hide the feeling, but I just can't lie that way. You pretend nothing happened, I believe, 'cause you're a much
The intimacy here is undeniable. Clearly, they had a connection, but they were hiding the connection, sneaking in the hotel lobby into the coat check. There's something very hidden, very intimate, perhaps even exciting. Sometimes a sort of hidden relationship is sort of exciting in its own way, the sort of adrenaline of we have to keep it hidden. But the sort of sarcasm here, the pain in I agree. It makes me think that really it's the other person who wants to keep it hidden. This is a horrible, horrible kind of rejection. It's not only rejection. It's feeling like your worth as a human, the value and meaning of the relationship, the connection that you co-created is being erased. Wish you were sober, right? You're saving face, but your nose is growing like Pinocchio because you are lying, you're an actor. Much better actor than me. Interesting that this guy meets a girl and has no problem telling his friends about her, whereas Conan, or the speaker that Conan is representing, was someone that he felt he had to keep hidden. He couldn't really tell people about. So this does raise questions about gender, sexual orientation. Is that part of the reason that one person is hidden and the other's not? Drinking me away is a really powerful line. This is also really painful. It makes me wonder, like, why did he try to hide the feeling? Did he feel pressured by the other person to hide it? Is there social pressure to hide it? Okay, we have to move forward. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk about this song for 3 hours. This song.
You know that I love you, and I have a feeling that you love me back. We're sat in my bedroom, and I hear your heart like a train on the tracks. Your eyes are like heaven, your voice is like rain. 11s, they all hear your name. Too shy to tell you the words on my mind. I hope you can see if you read through these lines that I wrote this song about you. Something I wish you knew, something I tried to say, but now I say it straight.
Wow, what a beautiful romantic melody on that chorus.
We drive through the suburbs, and you're playing all of your favorite songs. You joke about your mother. You can't help but cry when she hears Elton John. You're singing obnoxious, I'm laughing like spring. Your brown racer jacket, my hands through the sleeves. The smell of your perfume is all over me. I can't wash it off, so it's easy to see that I wrote this song about you.
It's so beautiful.
Is it done believing you might love me too? Yeah.
Captures daydreaming. This is what daydreaming feels like. the hope, the anxiety, the earnest, just there's so much in this line. Like, wait, is it dumb believing that you might love me too? So much fear, but so much hope that it could be true. I'm too shy to tell you, but just the combination of I wrote this song about you accompanied with just that soaring, gorgeous melody, kind of, it says all it needs to. Wishing, I know the album's called Wishbone. Wishing, hoping that this will last. Maybe it's when we're most scared of losing a connection that we turn to superstitions and wishes and just really like taking anything we can get, really to just hope that it lasts. It's so interesting, the writing. This person is playing all of their favorite songs and they're talking about their mother, and there's no mention of the Conan, of the speaker, playing his favorite songs, talking about his family. There is a sort of imbalance in the storytelling. Maybe I'm being influenced by the song Actor, where clearly there was an imbalance. And it could just be because Conan is so excited to be with this person. There's almost a hyper focus on the other person, where maybe in reality they are playing both people's favorite songs, but in his mind he just replays like everything that's about the other person. But I'd be curious to know, like, do they ever play his favorite songs, or is this a relationship that's sort of dominated by the other person in some way? I really like this depiction of intimacy in the previous song too. It is those specific moments, those specific lyrics. And I love perfume as like a literal thing that, gets stuck on you, but also the metaphorical sort of, it's like the memory of driving through the suburbs is stuck on me as if it was perfume, and I don't want to wash it off. I don't want to let go of anything that I'm remembering, anything that I'm feeling right now. Vodka Cranberry.
You say we're fine, but your brown eyes are green this time. So you've been crying. It's in the way you say my name, so quick, so straight. It sounds the same as the time we took a break. February 4th through the 16th of May.
So specific.
Strange to be back at your place, pretending like nothing has changed.
Acting.
Speak up, I know you hate me. Looked at your picture and cried like a baby. Speak up, don't leave me waiting. Got way too drunk off of vodka cranberry. Called you up in the middle of the night, waiting like an imbecile.
Oh my god, his voice.
If you won't end things, then I will. Now I look dumb and you look mean. You casually steal back your t-shirt and your polo cap. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed everything you
He's
do.
very detail-oriented.
Since the time we took a break, everybody knows you don't love me the same. So cruel to be lying to my face, 'cause I know what you're too scared to say. Oh, speak up, I know you hate me. Looked at your picture and cried like a baby.
holding that note for a little bit longer. It's like, I will end it. It represents that feeling of, I'm going to do it. I will. I'm going to, but you're saying it without doing it because you're hesitating because you don't want to do it. So it really captures that holding back.
And
It's like, then I what? Then I will. But there's a pause. It feels really important. He's very good at noticing detail. This is like the opposite of like turning around being like, what color are my eyes? And the person's like, I don't know. And it's like, Conan knows, like, they're brown, but they turn green when you cry. Like, I love that specificity. Even the dates are so specific. He remembers every detail. Maybe because he's been ruminating and playing all of this over and over in his mind. Pretending is a theme here. There's maybe multiple reasons here that they feel like they can't be fully honest with each other, with their friends, with the world. I wish you were sober. Turns out Wish You Were Sober is a pretty good reference to have. The way he sings Imbecile. These repeated references to clothing. I mean, clothing is so intimate, sharing clothing, touching each other's clothing, needing to return or take back clothing. It's very symbolic of sort of connection versus ending connection. What an actor, right? You Hate Me is so really powerful. Hate is actually more linked to love. Hate is not the opposite of love. Indifference is probably the opposite of love. This makes me wonder if there's a sort of love-hate relationship here. Okay. Romeo is an interesting reference given the themes of forbidden love, exciting love, hidden love.
I was out waiting for you, but now you've got away from me. I was out praying for you, that's why my friends pray for me. Even on my worst day, I was never treating you the selfish way that you treated me. Even in my worst pain, I was never dragging you around, so you'll carry my shame for free. You don't wanna know all I did. I drank your poison from your lips. I took that blade into my ribs. You took away my will to live. So I hope you know I'm never gonna want you back. You put me in a grave of stone, but now it only makes me laugh. Spending my summer in love, then I went and got dumb, so I did it all damn for what? You're no Romeo. You're no Romeo. Never like sitting around your egoist actor friends. Sick. Never liked kissing your mouth with cigarettes on your breath. Looking back, I don't know why I got so up in arms about losing you by my side. Looking back, I wish I listened to my friends who said I could get a much better guy. I don't wanna know what you did with all the girls you swapped me with. Your drunken mouth all on her lips. Guess I was just your experiment. Fuck. So I hope you know I'm never gonna want you back. You put me in a grave of stone, but now it only makes me laugh. Spending my summer in love, then I went and got dumb, so I did it figure that your shit with someone else, man. I can't fix you. So I hope you know I'm never gonna want you back. You put me in a grave of stone, but now it only makes you laugh. Spending my summer in love, then when you got done, so I did it all damn for what? You're no Romeo. No, you're no Romeo. I mean, you might be like some people. You're no Romeo. You're no Romeo.
It's so catchy. If you weren't reading the lyrics, you might think it's a happy song. Also, think about Romeo and Juliet. It was a doomed love. I really appreciate the little words inserted there. At times, the music sounds happy, but you can feel the anger. It's like, yeah, you were using me for your selfish gain. Guess I was just your experiment.
Guess I was just your experiment. Fuck.
Perhaps someone who is not sure about their sexual orientation, given that he dates girls in the open, but then dates Conan in secret. Clearly, this is someone who has not figured out their shit. But that's not an excuse to use a person as an experiment. Go figure out your shit. With someone else, maybe a therapist. Yeah, I can't fix you, and it's not, it's not on you to fix someone in this way. I feel like the music captures, now it only makes me laugh. But when I hear this song, it doesn't sound like he's laughing. It sounds like he's angry, understandably. Angry and hurt, my world.
I've given up on being anything. Romeo, I do not need a referee telling me we're just a summer fling. But it's true. I found approval as a remedy. Every fucking person I would have to please. Maybe I got that from you. But why? It's my world and it's my life. It's my girl and it's my guy. I'll kiss some if I might like. I don't have you in mind. It's my world and it's my time. I'll waste it how I might like. I don't have you in mind. I don't have you in mind. There was a time when you were everything. All my self-assessment on your thought of me. Couldn't tell you who I was before. So when you shut the door and shut the world of me, how was I supposed to know who I should be if I was no longer yours? But why? It's my world and it's my life. It's my girl and it's my guy. I'll kiss some if I might like. I don't have you in mind. It's my world and it's my time. I'll waste it how
I like that line.
I don't have you in mind. I don't have you in mind.
It feels so free, doesn't it?
A full year later, you're calling me back. You say you're sorry for treating me like trash. It's totally okay, dude. I really don't mind. You got your revenge by being stuck with your life, so you can keep drinking and living a lie. And
love how he does that.
It's my world and it's my life. It's my girl and it's my guy. I'll kiss some if I might like. I don't have you in mind. It's my world and it's my time. I'll waste it how I might like. I don't have you in mind. I don't have you in mind.
Conan, I don't believe you. Look, two things can be true at once. He wants to kiss who he wants. He wants to waste his time how he wants. And I think in the back of his mind, this person is still lingering, understandably. This is a beautiful line. Approval as a remedy. Here we get some insight about, what was attractive about this person. Conan felt like he got some approval, some validation, but at the same time, he felt really minimized. I mean, this other person was really minimizing the connection they had. Clearly, there is a lot of hurt and grieving still happening here. You can hear in his tone that he's, I really don't mind.
It's totally okay, dude. I really don't mind.
Yeah, totally okay. Don't mind at all. Actually, I'm furious is what that means. Of course, the little jabs. Yeah, you're living a lie because you're an actor. I think this song just captures that feeling, that state of mind of, I don't need a referee. There's a sort of defiance where the anger gives you a boost enough to say, this is my life. I might as well go out and enjoy it. But that doesn't mean he's completely over this person. He's not thinking about this person. Clearly, he's thinking about this person. The whole song is about that. And I think we all do this in some way at some point in our lives. That kind of denial when we really emphasize like the negative, like I'm not this, or I'm not doing that, or I'm not, this isn't about this person. Where on some level we know the truth, but we're just not ready to fully own it. Class clown.
Growing up didn't go how I'd liked it. Twists and turns like the limbs of a pine. Trying to grow on a earth that rides and do it all with the biggest smile. Half my friends barely know who I am, and there's none at fault but this own singing man. Don't wanna hear that I'm trailer trash. It's a heavy topic for crystal glass. Everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. Everything comes back around. I still feel like the class
The music comes back around too.
Take your pick, be left out or left with. I learned early on either way it's a shit stick. While my father was barreling fists, I was laughing all the way through it. And now the blondies are clutching their ribs from my latest joke from my old bag of tricks. But there's this beautiful moment in it where I can sort of just vanish. Everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. Everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. Everything is over now. I still feel like the class clown. Like if I get older now, I'll let my younger version down. And if I stop laughing, all the blood will just start pouring out. 'Cause everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. Been trying to talk to my sister about it. We joke a million jokes through the phone. Nothing funny about that home, but her and I, we already know. Everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. Everything
Love how the voices go around and around. Ooh. Not only does he capture what a powerful defense mechanism humor and being the class clown is, the imagery of the humor is that cork kind of holding you together. The moment you pull it out, the blood and the pain will just start pouring out. So he's highlighting that the laughter is covering, hiding, holding, containing all the pain. But he also shares where this originated, where he learned that it was a coping strategy, a survival strategy. I mean, he's even doing it in the song, like, now the blondie's clutching their ribs. Like, it's like a really funny phrasing, but he's saying that 2 lines after a just oh my God, growing up with an abusive parent leaves a mark, and people who do and have survived it have developed a coping strategy, whatever that is. Here he's being so open and honest and owning and recognizing where it comes from and how it has served him. I put served in quotes, not to minimize or take away from actually how powerful and helpful. I mean, it's a survival strategy. Clearly, it actually truly has served him. But now as an adult, as he's reflecting on the ways that the survival strategy helped when he was younger, he's now more aware of the ways that it actually hurts or limits him. And I mean, it sounds like it really impacts how authentic he feels he can be in his relationships. I think here there's maybe a bit of humor, sort of there's no one's to blame but the singing man. But this is where I feel him being perhaps more critical with himself than he needs to be. It's not so much about being at fault as it is, these were your circumstances, this is how you grew up. It's not your fault. There's a fine line between blaming yourself and taking accountability. There's a really powerful shared sense of knowing with the sister, sort of joking that acknowledges how it's really a coping strategy. It's not actually funny to think about their past. So I wonder if actually in the context of this album, the sense of everything comes back around, back to being the class clown, is almost the moment of self-reflection after My World, where he's demonstrating this really carefree, almost funny depiction of like, I'm so over you. And in Class Clown, he's coming back home, having a moment with himself, a moment of honesty, and saying like, oh, okay, I kind of see what I'm doing. Maybe this is my version of lying to myself. We have these themes of sort of truth versus lying on this album already. Oh, and then maybe he feels nauseous having acknowledged that.
Just wanna dance. Feels like our final act. You're holding my hand. My mind sees a grisly trap. I know you, I've seen you, I've watched you around. Everyone trusts you, they love you out loud. You won't hurt a fly, but we're flying up now. And all that goes up, well, it's got to come down. Your love is a threat, and I'm nauseous. Scares me to death how I want it. Not common sense, but I'm haunted by people who've loved. So you scare me to death. Yeah, you scare me.
Oh, Love the production on that chorus. Love that chorus in general.
With people before, they left like a fallen floor, and there as I soared, I vowed to be nevermore too trusting and loving, depending and kind. Behind every kiss is a jaw that could bite, and maybe that's why I feel safe with bad guys, because when they hurt me, I won't be surprised. Your love is a threat, and I'm nauseous. Scares me to death how I want it. Not common sense, but I'm haunted by people who've left. So you scare me to death. Yeah, you scare me. Maybe I'm here, waiting for someone to get through my years of trying to trust them. I know that it's in me to really love someone, but that's not a thing that I learned from my loved ones. Oh, your love is a threat, and I'm nauseous. Scares me to death how I want it. It's not common sense, but I'm haunted by people who've left. So you scare me to death. Yeah, you scare me. Yeah, you scare me.
I love this one. Yeah, there is more honesty here. Yes, why do we repeat patterns that are not good for us? Why are we drawn to people who hurt us on a very, very deep level? There's an element of control there. You kind of get to control the outcome. If you know what you're doing, it's familiar. The hurt is familiar. Love feels threatening. It's really interesting because I can't quite tell if he's actually describing a different person than he's been telling us about so far. This is actually like a nice person who would genuinely not hurt a fly, who is genuinely offering a kind of love that is not like the bad guys. Or if maybe he's idealizing someone who actually is a bad guy, but he's sort of seeing him as like, oh, this one is trustworthy. This one is actually a likable, like good person who will be good to me. Either way, it actually doesn't matter, because what matters is Conan's perception that this is love. This is someone who's offering love, and that feels threatening. It's something he really, really, really wants, but he's scared. And it's really interesting how it's scary either way. Like, even if you're going for something familiar that's doomed to hurt you, or you're going for a relationship that is safe and actually loving. Either way, that's very uncomfortable for different reasons in different ways, but either way, it's scary and it makes him nauseous. Haunted by people who've left. Yeah, he really captures that the sort of push-pull feeling of wanting a connection so desperately and being equally scared of what if they leave me, as you are of what if this works. Like, both of those things can be scary. Really cool production here that does kind of feel like a destabilizing falling floor.
People before, they left like a fallen floor.
Behind every kiss is a jaw that could bite. True, very, very, very true. All humans that we connect with are capable of love, and they're capable of harm as well. God, this part is so powerful. I really like this one. I think this is probably one of my favorites so far. Okay.
1, 2. Well, in the moment, you weren't all that kind. You with your wide-eyed grins, all I can see when I think of that time. Promises spoken, all coming back as lies. But you with your soft, sweet kiss is all I miss in the back of my mind. Did me wrong in the past, and I know it was bad, but you burned inside my memory so well. You caramel, you're caramel. Your cigarette breath, thick on your open mouth. Maple and amber clouds and coffee grounds when I think of it now.
God, his voice.
Oh, and all the nights with your friends around, ignoring me so they won't find out. You can act real cool 'cause it's over now, but man, you cried when it all went down. And no one believed me, you gaslighted feelings. Still you had me thinking that I was the reason that I was fucking losing my mind. It was love at the worst. It was what we deserved. Yeah, you burned inside my memory so well. You caramel, you're caramel. And the longer burn, the sweeter that you smell. You caramel, you're caramel. Sweet taste in my mouth, I can't get it out. I want you back now, and we're making out, drunk, sleeping on my couch. Now when I hear you're in town, I just want caramel. I heard you're in town. I want you back now. Come over my house, there's space on my couch. Yeah, you burn inside my memory so well. You caramel, you're caramel.
Really beautiful metaphor. This caramel is sugar, which is sweet, but it's burned sugar. It's a sweet taste in my mouth. I can't get it out. Maybe because I don't want to get it out, like that perfume that you don't want to wash off. And the longer burn, the sweeter that you smell. It's like the sweetness and the burning go hand in hand. It's like you're drawn to that duality. This lyric represents the sweetness, right? Like the vulnerability. Conan was connecting with someone who did have and showed some vulnerability. But then this is the burning, trying to convince Conan that he's the reason he's feeling so unwell. Yeah, and ignoring. That's burn. That's a burn that's hurtful. You know, there has to be an appeal, an attractive quality to these bad guys. Otherwise, you wouldn't be attracted to them, right? soft, sweet kiss, promises spoken, until, of course, then the burning comes out, which is, oh, it was all lies. I'm kind of wondering if all of these songs are referencing one relationship, and then Nauseous is when Conan sort of meets someone else, and or maybe it's referencing the start of their relationship, how it sort of felt initially.
Saw you in a photograph with some brunette girl, and I head back laughing. I almost hurled when I saw your hand on the small of her back. You were never outside with me, spent my summer months in your unwashed sheets, and I know it's dumb that I'd ever think that I'd meet your mom and dad. Skipping your stones at my window in the dark. Kissing your ghost was my own damn fucking fault. But deep in my bones I know pain is what I earn. And you remind me of how good it feels to hurt. Yeah, you remind me of how little I deserve. I knew you weren't meant to be. I'm from Texas skies, you're from London streets, and I'm not your type, but you're trying things, so that's everything I need to break apart my own heart again. Validate the worst thoughts inside my head, that I'm not worth shit and I'm better dead. Who's a victim in the end? Skipping your stones at my window in the dark. Kissing your ghost was my own damn fucking fault. But deep in my bones I know pain is what I earn. And you remind me of how good it feels to hurt. And you remind me of how little I deserve. Yeah, you remind me of my father slurring words. So you remind me of how little I deserve.
You can just feel the pain, the grief in that outro. I know that Connell is a character from Normal People, which I have not read or seen, but I keep being reminded that I need to. But what I do know is he kept a love secret in a way that was very, very damaging to the other person, in a way that was selfish. He makes the link explicitly between trauma, whether it was witnessing the fists, witnessing abuse, or experiencing being a victim, survivor of abuse. He's connecting that experience to how he feels in this dynamic. It's not uncommon. He's describing this father as an alcoholic, perhaps, to have low self-esteem, to have to feel like you don't deserve very much if you've had these experiences early in life, and to find yourself living in a way that sort of confirms those negative self-beliefs, to find yourself drawn to people that bring you back to feelings and dynamics that are familiar to you, even if they're really painful, even if you don't want to be feeling them again. But there's this unconscious drive to repeat, to put yourself in situations that confirm what you already feel, what you already believe about yourself. This goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. It doesn't mean that you actually deserve very little. It means that you have internalized this message that that is the case. You feel that you deserve very little. It doesn't mean that you actually do. He uses these lyrics, I earned. It's very self-accusational, but this is not uncommon. It's not your own damn fucking fault. I mean, yes, maybe you're making choices that are contributing to these feelings, but what happened to you is not your fault. The way your brain developed the messages that you internalized, not your fault. What is on you is to make these connections and to see how to move forward now, in the present, in the future, in the best way possible. Yeah, it's truly incredible. The mind will find all these ways to validate what it already believes on some level. I'm breaking apart my own heart again. Yeah, it's a really, really fine line. Woo! It's a really fine line to walk between blaming yourself and taking accountability. It's very hard, if you already have a self-critical thoughts inside your head, that's a very particularly hard line to walk. This person was experimenting, and it's not okay. It's not okay to use someone in that process. That is very selfish. Dumb. His use of the word dumb really highlights the self-criticism, like, I'm being dumb to imagine this. No, you're not being dumb. It's natural to want to meet their family, to be integrated into their life. But I guess maybe where the accountability comes in rather than the self-blame is like, what kind of person are you expecting this from? Are you expecting it from someone who deep down you kind of know won't be able or willing to give it to you? Yeah, this person is clearly so happy to be photographed with a girl. The fact that Conan is repeatedly mentioning girl, the public relationships are with girls, really makes me think this is someone who is, closeted. Really makes me think that the experimenting was around sexual orientation, which really adds another layer to the shame and to the hurt. Because if you are part of a marginalized group, whether that is part of the LGBTQ plus community or a racial minority, and the rejection that you receive in an intimate relationship is linked to those dynamics, there's an added layer of power, there's an added layer of shame that comes with that. So yeah, this is the kind of nausea, speaking of nauseous, that is just, it feels very, very, very personal, because you've already potentially internalized a sense of comparison, this feeling of not being good enough. If you've received messages from society around what the norm is versus what you are, there can be these sort of hierarchical messages of like, you're not good enough because whatever it is. And so then to have that replicated in a relational rejection in this way will only just amplify those feelings of I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. And it's a kind of rejection that's going to validate those existing thoughts and feelings around not being good enough. It's just really, really, really heartbreaking. Okay, Sunset Tower. It sounds happy, but I'm still stuck in the previous song.
Heard you're in the city, you felt like total shit. Walking past the Tyler Hotel. I used to pick you up after shooting all day. We drive around talking about it, we hate this place. Lucas says you're dating again.
lying again.
Just wanna some proof it's hurting you in the way it's hurting me too. And I know what you said as I was leaving your place. You've got a messed up head and you need some space. I said, yeah, that's clear. Go get some help. But if you're working on yourself, don't tell me.
I love the quotes.
Don't tell me. I can hear it. Don't tell me. I wish you the best, but hope that you die inside every time I'm playing in London. If there is someone new that you're out here fucking, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I can hear it. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
The vulnerability is in these background vocals. The hope. Oh, wow.
Don't tell me.
There's such a strong theme of sort of what is being told versus what's not being told. There's lying to myself until we get to these little moments in the background. There's a little bit of hope. There's a little bit of imagining, picturing a situation where we can get back together just so I can be the one to walk away, just so I can reclaim some of that power, reclaim some of that control. Sometimes daydreaming in this way can be a way to try to feel a little bit better about how little control we had. It can be an attempt to reduce the pain by almost rewriting the story, rewriting, reclaiming that narrative in our minds, at least if we can't do it in reality. This is really funny. Maybe a moment where he was able to be actually quite honest, like, yeah, you need some help. And this is another way that we try to ease the pain. If the other person is hurting, at least, I would feel a bit better about my hurt. It's almost like proof that the other person is hurting is proof of the validity of the relationship, of the validity of your own hurt. If they're moving on, maybe that feels like you weren't as important to them. The relationship wasn't as real as it felt to you. And we can have that little vindictive voice, that Schadenfreude internally, where we just want to see the other person hurting, and that would give us some sort of satisfaction because we're hurting so badly. I'm still here stuck in your hell. Yeah, he kind of goes back and forth with like, did I create my hell that I'm living with? Is this on me? Was I the one who was dumb? Or is it maybe you and your actions? Like, did you create this mess? And maybe it's a little bit of both. Often, it's both people creating that dynamic. It's really interesting, the use of friends throughout this album. The friends play this role as a sort of third presence, because we have Conan, we have this guy who's breaking his heart, and then we have the friends. And they're significant in the sort of information that they know or they don't know. It's sort of an interesting way to play with that. The truth, the lies, the hiding. The friends sort of know a certain amount of information on this album. And it can even add another layer to the pain, because there's this sense of, the other people are learning something about you, who I'm still thinking about a lot. They learned that before I learned that. So there's a sort of breaking in the intimacy there. Okay. 1111, like the wishes he was making at the start of the album. Let's see. what has become of the wishes.
Shooting star on the night we first kissed. Like a sign, if I blink, you'll be missed. In my mind, you and I still exist. It's a thought that is dangerous. 'Cause I'll wait forever. I won't look for better. I'll find signs for you and I. Oh, for you and I. There's wishbones and clovers and numbers from heaven, shapes in the stars to invent our connection. As much as I act like I want to forget it, I still wish for you at 11:11.
It's painfully beautiful.
Heard you're seeing some girl in New York.
Again
so
with the girls.
what am I reading horoscopes for? You're still wearing those fucked up white Nikes, so maybe you're superstitious like me. 'Cause I'll wait for nothing, pretending we're something my mind lies for you and I. Oh, for you and I. There's wishbones and clovers and numbers from heaven, shapes in the stars to invent our connection. As much as I act like I want to forget it, I still wish for you at 11:11.
So beautiful how it resolves.
I still wish for you. I still wish for you. Wishbones, clovers, salt spilling over. Why don't you come back? That shit's over my shoulder. There's black cats, broke glass, cracks on the pavement, but I just can't accept that it's too late to save us. There's a wishbones and clovers and numbers from heaven, and if you'd ask me, I'd deny that we ended. As much as I know that it's time to forget it, I still wish for you at 11:11. I still wish for you at 11:11. I still wish for you.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. What a beautiful song. This line's gonna be stuck in my head.
Still wish for you at 11:11.
So beautiful how he sings it. Yes, denial. You can see reality. There's so much evidence that it's over, but the mind is so determined. This is the denial, so determined to hold on to hope that we will look for it anywhere we can. And I love the writing on this song because he is acknowledging he's frustrated with himself. It's like, I can see the reality, so why am I still stuck on this? I'm the one finding the signs. And you just know, like, he's tried this salt multiple times, like, that shit's over my shoulder, like, why isn't it working? It's like simultaneously so frustrated that the superstitions are not bringing this guy back, and also frustrated with himself for even trying, for even hoping that they would. I can't accept that it's too late to save us. Yes, because accepting it would be too painful. And you know what's less painful? Wishing for this person every time you see 11:11. There's something almost simpler and easier about doing this than sitting with the pain and the grief of losing them. I act like I want to forget it, but if I'm being honest with myself, I don't want to forget it. There's something maybe beautiful in the memories, but also maybe there is something almost masochistic. Sometimes we can get a certain kind of pleasure beating ourselves up in this way, ruminating, bringing the thoughts back and back again and again, and trying to find evidence, almost like justification for, well, you're wearing the white Nikes, so maybe you also still care. Maybe there's hope. As much as I know, yeah, part of him knows it's time to forget, but it's not ready to let go. It can be hard to let go. I appreciate that 1111 is song number 11 on this album. Respect.
Charlie, when do you show? He says he can tell that you're doing well. Finally, out of your spell. Now all that I want is just to move on. Life's so much better now that we don't speak, and we felt like strangers in February. But there will always be parts of me that are yours. And I don't cry 'cause it is over. I just don't feel like I could love again. And I told myself that I'm over you, but I care, I care,
God, his voice.
My fault for making believe mistook who you are for who you could be. Pretend to hate you instead, though I won't miss being your lover. I'm still losing a friend, so I don't cry 'cause it is over. I just don't feel like I could love again. And I told myself that I'm over you, but I care, I care,
What a cool melody.
I'm not trying to say that I want you back, but it's nice to linger in the past. Oh, it's good to know that you're not attached, but what does it trigger me so bad to see you with somebody who is not me, and you're happy. But I don't cry 'cause it is over. I just don't feel like I could love again. And I told myself that I'm over you, but I care, I care,
And it hurts. He ends by saying, I care. And the music kind of adds this afterthought of, and that really, really hurts. Whew. Incredible how he sings that chorus. And this bridge captures some of that complexity of the emotions, knowing that this is not someone you actively even want to be with necessarily, but there's a comfort, perhaps a familiarity in staying in the memories and staying in the hurt and the pain. On the one hand, you're grateful to know the truth that this person does not want to be with you, and that does not take away from the pain of that rejection, especially when you've moved on with someone else who is not only not me, but is a girl, and that perhaps reflects your feelings around who you're more proud to be with versus maybe who you are more shameful to be with. And this raises all sorts of dynamics within me, given my not good enough feelings, the messages I've internalized from society about what it means to be a guy who is dating a guy. And to top it all off, you are happy I'm sitting here in this shame. Perhaps on some level, I'm actually kind of comfortable sitting in this shame and hurt, maybe because it is familiar, and you're happy. It's like, oh, it's just so painful. It's so complex. This is actually the deepest concern here. It's not about getting back with the other person. It's not so much about this one particular relationship having ended. This is the main concern, the fear that I may not love again, perhaps the even deeper fear of not being lovable, of not being able, to connect, to be loved. I'm really sensing those very self-critical thoughts and feelings coming up again. And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge how common an experience it is for so many people, I would argue most people, to have at least a part of ourselves that has a doubt about our worth, about how lovable we are, about whether we are good enough in some sense. And our early experiences do contribute to that, as Conan has acknowledged. And societal messages about who it's okay to love, who is it okay to be loved by, can absolutely impact that as well. It's not an uncommon feeling and fear to have. And cool that he ends the album. I know we still have the deluxe tracks, but this is the last track on the regular album. To end it with such an honest admission, on an album that's all about the lies versus the truth versus even lying to yourself. This question of what are we able to own and admit and acknowledge. Here he's admitting, I care. I care about this. I'm impacted by this emotionally. Okay, do I dare? Just a moment for an intro that starts sad but then turns hopeful.
They say a clean cut heals the quickest. December to May was spick and spotless, but when some cynical thing happens to me, you're still the very first name I'd like to reach to tell. 'Cause only you find it funny. Do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare? Repair? Do I dare? Do I dare? Reach out and ask you how you've been. Do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare?
I don't know if it's a good idea, Conan.
I saw a wren fly at a window, and if I befriend you, will I crash in magnificent blur, fall to the curb, rotting alone like when you left me first? It took a year to repair what I lost, might take another if I call. Do I dare?
I feel like musically, it captures a full moment from start to finish of where you're sort of sitting in the grief, you're thinking about this person and feeling the hurt. That's where we start in this song. But then you kind of get the thought that, oh, maybe I could reach out and maybe we could repair. And the music really captures that the hopeful moment of, like, what if I dare to reach out? Like, could that potentially be a good thing? Until right at the end of the song where we go back to this sort of more sobering view of, oh, probably not a great idea. I love how the whole song just follows that arc from low to high to then sobering reality. And of course, in that high, you think about the good things about the relationship. You think about why you liked the person because you had a similar sense of cynical humor. Maybe he was also a class clown of sorts. And you almost need those happy memories to sort of drive the thought, because otherwise you have no justification. If you dwell on how they hurt you, if you remind yourself how they left you rotting alone and how long it took to try to get over that, then you're not gonna dare to call them. I like how he plays with the concept of repair. It's almost that choice of, do I repair the connection with the other person? Do I reconnect in this way? Or do I focus on repairing the internal damage, the internal hurt with myself, and just the feeling of wrestling with yourself? You know that if you do dare to reach out to this person, you might need more recovery time. They might cause more hurt. You have every reason to think that they would cause more hurt, and yet you wonder, you hope, you dwell, you can't let go. It would be too painful to let go.
Swift and strange in clouds of Texas rain, both feet in the dirt and laughing soft in church. Your born city both sharp shoulders checked, always more to prove to boys in private school. Oh, I saw you in the door frame of the house that always rains. Come and find me, 'cause they're shouting in my house that shakes. Don't that explain why we're afraid of love? Don't that explain why we're afraid of love?
Wow. I have a lot of thoughts. I need to pause or else I'll forget them. Really powerful to show us this parallel of how these two individuals grew up. There's something about both a church and a private school that can really seem fine, seem loving, accepting in some ways, seem like it's about privilege, but really they're often very dark stories of people who grew up in churches experiencing some form of either religious trauma or internalized shame. In private schools, especially boarding schools, I mean, he's mentioned the UK, that's pretty common, can actually be very traumatic for a lot of people. Not everyone, but really interesting to highlight these, especially with the social component of proving something at private school. Often in church as well, there can be a certain expectation of sort of how you should be, how you should act. And if you combine that with an early family environment of shouting, of a house that always shakes, house that always rains, tells you so much about someone's childhood, about how it felt to live in this house. And so these two people's stories, their histories, may very well have influenced how they feel about relationships, about people, about themselves in relationships, about how lovable they are, especially if they've received a lot of messages of how they should be. That can create a lot of insecurities, fears, self-doubt around how you are. And of course, it can have an impact on how afraid you are of love.
Don't that explain why we're afraid of love? Don't that explain why we're afraid of love? Stumbled to the streets, found crowds of talking teeth, overwhelmed. We fell, then the rest of the world went quiet. For the first time I saw you in the doorframe of the house that always rains. Come and find me, 'cause they're shouting in my house that always shakes. Don't that explain why we're afraid of love? Oh, if I could do one thing over again, I would be less of a lover to you and more of a friend. I would've got it in my head that it's not about me. While I was scared of being left, you were scared of being seen. Truly seen.
Wow.
But I saw you in the door frame of the house that always rains. Come and find me, 'cause they're shouting in the house that always shakes. Don't that explain why we're afraid of love? Don't that explain why we're afraid of us?
Wow. I saw you in the doorframe of the house that always rains. That's really, really, really beautiful. Let me know if you have any other interpretations of this, but I see the house representing his current self state of mind that is, of course, potentially informed by an early house and state of mind where you've almost internalized this feeling of distress, of rain, of shaking. And that's almost your baseline. I mean, it always rains. So there's a sense of, in my head, there's always rain and there's always shouting. And I see you in the door frame. It's like you're about to come in, maybe wanting to come in, but also on some level not wanting to come in, being too scared to let someone in and to enter each other's houses, so to speak. And maybe these fears that they each have. I was scared of being left, you were scared of being seen. These very well might go back to early experiences, to the early messages that you received about yourself. I think this fear is actually more common than people maybe give it credit for, because we sort of think, yeah, I want to be seen, I want to be understood, and we do, we absolutely do, but we always grow up in a context. We always receive external messages about how we should be, how we should feel. It's very rare for someone to only receive validation in their life, especially those early years, to only receive messages about, yeah, you are good enough. If someone sees you, if someone truly sees you, that's a good thing because you're great. Not to mention that we all have parts that are not great. Like nobody's perfect, of course not. So this idea of being seen can be very, very, very frightening, just as being abandoned can be very frightening, especially if it sort of confirms those beliefs of, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy of someone staying with me. This is really interesting. Maybe taking on a friend role would be more about support and less about, oh, do you love me, am I good enough? Like maybe that dynamic, a friend dynamic, would have raised less of the self-doubt. Yeah. Afraid of love. Why are we afraid of love? Why are we all, on some level, wanting connection and also scared of it? I really love this song. Love this image, this metaphor.
I found myself today taking your stop on the train. One word from you, baby, I'll go away. I'll sing the same songs for you, songs about you on the stage. One kiss from you, baby, I'll turn the page. I just need to close this door, wipe the wine that we spilled off the floor. I just need to close this door. Who do I keep it open for? Only you, my love. Only you, my love. I'm savoring cigarette butts that she left on the porch. A rosary bead of the headphones we shared on the night that we slept on the floor. I've tried to find somebody else, but it just makes me lonely. You were never even good to me, falling for the person you could be. But he doesn't exist, so I just need to close this door.
This chorus.
Wipe the wine that we spilled off the floor. I just need to close
Wow, these deluxe tracks are really good. It's really not often. This is another one of my favorites, by the way. It's not often that when I listen to an album, three of my favorites are ballads. But there's just something about how he sings, his voice just releases. You can just feel the pain. It's so powerful. I love the door metaphor. I mean, because of the previous song, the concept of there being a door in a relationship that someone sort of needs to walk through and into your home. But I also love it. I love the writing here that is both very literal and specific, but is also a metaphor. We know this person is from London. So yes, we have the literal storytelling of like we slept together, but you left before I even woke up, so you were probably on the plane to London. But also the symbolism of we connect in this intimate way. We are in the sheets of my bed. We're in the thick of the intimacy, and you're already thinking about how you're going to leave. And not only that, while I am powerless, I am sleeping, you're already leaving. You're not even giving me a chance to witness your leaving, to say goodbye, to have a say in it, to ask you to stay. You're just kind of taking control of the situation, not really considering my feelings, giving me the option to have a say here. You're just leaving. It's such powerful storytelling. I'm savoring cigarette butts. I mean, you could take it as literal storytelling. I mean, that's disgusting. But Conan does really play with sight, smell, taste. He's all about the sensory details and the symbolism of its cigarette butts. This person has tossed not even entire cigarettes onto the porch, and I'm so desperate for a connection to them. There's also an intimate sort of symbolism with cigarettes because they touch your lips, and I'm so into this person that I'm savoring even the tiniest little crumbs that they leave for me. A rosary bead of the headphones we shared. Yes, the sort of prayer. I mean, a rosary is this sort of connection to heaven. I'm imagining wired headphones because I refuse to live in the technological present and future. But that physical connection of like, one is in my ear and the other is in your ear, and we're sharing not just the headphones, but the music, the emotions, the experience, and how holy that is, how divine, how worth honoring a sort of connection like this is. The idea of spilling wine on the floor and not wanting to wipe it, perhaps because to wipe it would be to close that door, to actually accept that it's over, that memory is gone. And again, with the agency being taken away from you because it's the other person who closed this door. So you're just kind of left like, this is the door of my house. Why are you closing it and leaving? There can be a part of us that feels like, well, don't I have a say? And the reality is that sometimes we do not, because just as much as we have agency, the other person has agency as well. And sometimes they are able to make decisions, fair or not fair. They're able to make decisions that impact us. And he's almost giving away his agency. It's like, you tell me when I have to go away. He's almost saying like, you close the door, just like, I can't do it. It's too hard for me to do it. And the repetition of like, I just need to close this door. It's like, you know what you need to do, but it's another story to actually make it happen. It's like, how do I do it emotionally when there's wine that is seeping into the floor? And actually, maybe I'm taking the symbolism even further here. Maybe the longer you let it sit, maybe the more it will be absorbed into the floor. Maybe it will last longer. Maybe it gives you the opportunity to hold onto it longer, makes it harder to erase. God, love this one. Love, 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 love. Love, Moths.
The door is closed. but the window's open.
No.
I'll leave the light on.
Oh
And I'll
my
let the
god.
moths in.
I love that we're running with this imagery and
I'll
symbolism.
keep your secrets, and I'll watch them follow you home. So keep on walking, just keep on walking, and I won't beg, but if you need me, just turn around, just turn around. Your brand new friends, you sure do look like a movie star. I loved a version of you that you're washing away, and I've been drowning myself trying to cover the drain. So I won't beg, but if you need me,
The way he sings beg sounds like begging.
just turn around. And if you wanted, you could meet me on the other side of the street. No touch, no kissing, let's just talk it out. I'll meet you in the middle, I will always be your friend. So I might be missing you forever, but you're every song I sing, and every letter, every word that we don't speak holds us together. I will always
Wow, love this.
the door's closed, but the window's open. I'll leave the light on.
Yeah. Love, just like before he was saying, like, I'm not thinking of you as like, I don't believe you. The way he sings I won't beg sounds like begging.
I won't beg,
Not to mention, it's like this is begging. It's like just turn around. Just turn around.
just turn around.
I closed the door. Okay? Door is completely shut. I've locked it. But there may be, I mean, there might be like a little window open and like there's a light on. So I'm waiting. I mean, if you happen to come through the window, I wouldn't be mad. In fact, I'm so open to it that I'm letting the moths in. It's such beautiful imagery because there's a cost that comes with leaving the window open. There's a cost that comes with leaving the light on, with holding on to that hope. And you have to pay it. You're the one paying that price. Again, the friends as a sort of symbol. In this case, they symbolize moving on. And it's really just heartbreaking to manage these different relationships of am I a lover? Am I a friend? He says that he wishes he was less of a lover, more of a friend. And I wonder how much of that is just a way to want to hold on to the connection, if it's a symbol of how painful letting go and closing the window as well would be. It's like at least know that I'm your friend. At least don't reject me as a friend as well. You are every song I sing on this album. Every word that we don't speak holds us together. Almost a desperate attempt to hold on to some sort of connection with this person. Yeah, we don't have to be lovers, right? Like let's just talk. Wow, the other person is letting go of the version of themselves that you knew, but you don't want to let go. You're just holding onto it so much that you're drowning in it. And this is where the accountability comes in, because there is a certain point at which the ruminating, the drowning in the memory of this person, the holding on, like leaving the window open, leaving the light on, is your own doing. You can't change the past. You can't change that they rejected you, that they hurt you. But maybe you do have some control, maybe more than you're giving yourself credit for. You have some control in where you let your mind go, and in what sort of hope you are choosing to hold on to. And I really appreciate how this song is called Moths, because it shows an acknowledgement of the cost that comes with holding on to hope in this way. The cost is you're drowning. The cost is you have a lot of moths in your house now. Okay, last song, The Best.
It was a bad time, wouldn't go back, but memories of good times, they really last. Arms in your sweatshirt, primrose at night, mint chocolate ice cream, your hazel eyes. I know it's so low to hate you for leaving without me, but why leave so quickly? Do you miss me? Did all of this past year mean anything? Maybe it's all in my mind. I swear if I saw you tonight, we could make peace with it, not have to sleep with it, haunting me all of the time. I'd take back the shit that I said when I was supposed that you left. I could make peace with it, finally sleep with it, finally wish you the best. Grew out your buzz cut, now my hair is short. Nothing like it once was when I was yours. I still remember that night you left, closed the door, and you stood by the window waiting, like you were gonna say something, but you just walked away.
The window.
Maybe it's all in my mind. I swear if I saw you tonight, we could make peace with it, not have to sleep with it, haunting me all of the time. I'd take back the shit that I said when I was supposed that you left. I could make peace with it, finally sleep with it, finally wish you the best. Finally wish you the
It's natural to want some sort of closure, some sort of peace. And the reality of human relationships is that sometimes we just cannot get that. We often don't get the opportunity to apologize or take back. I mean, you can't ever truly take back what you've said. This hope of, if I could just have one last conversation, if I could have closure. It says something about us. It says something about how deeply we are hurting. There's something internal that we want to resolve, that we want to find peace with. And there's a hope that maybe they're hurting, maybe they're missing me like I am. It's like you want that opportunity to challenge them on it. Like tell me you don't miss me. Tell me. I'm listening. I know that you miss me. But then again, maybe it is all in my mind. Cuts off here. It's like, do I actually truly wish this person the best? Maybe in some ways I do, maybe in some ways I don't. And Arms in Your Sweatshirt links back to that line very early in the album. Primrose Hill, these nice memories in London. And again with the colors, the tastes. Sometimes people who are very visual in their processing, that can be part of the rumination, is like seeing the eyes again and again, seeing the ice cream, seeing this beautiful part of London, and then the anxiety and these questions. This is part of wanting the closure. It's like, I just want to get these questions answered. But sometimes closure needs to be an internal process. You can't control the other person. You can't control, whether they want to have this final conversation with you. What you can do is address your internal process. Try to find peace as best you can internally. Yeah, haircuts, another very visual way to depict the passage of time, like the before and after pictures of like, this is what you looked like when I knew you, when we had the happy memories, and this is what we look like now that we're separated, we're not speaking, that I am grieving. I love how the deluxe tracks have this running theme of the door and the window. Again, a story that could be taken very literally, or maybe it symbolizes something about the other person's uncertainty, which we've seen throughout this album. The other person was sort of conflicted on how much he wanted to connect with Conan versus leave him, how much he was happy to share with the world versus hide and feel ashamed about. And so standing by the window captures that reluctance, that sort of in-between space of like, I'm not entering the door, but also I'm not completely leaving. I've got one foot in, one foot out of the relationship. Yeah, and the emphasis, I swear, if I just had the closure, I would be good. But I think the unspoken grief here is like, yeah, you just can't. You can't always get that. What a beautiful, heartbreaking album. A Wishbone, two people have to hold it and break it, and one person sort of wins and the other person loses. So that imbalance that we were sensing throughout, perhaps a power imbalance as well, is captured really, really well in that imagery. Precarious place to be, the kind of relationship where you're great while you're in it, but at any given moment, like any of these parts could just snap and like you could fall. And there's something about how Conan sings. You can just feel the pain, the ache in his voice. Oh, does he have an album called Super Ache? I think was the other one you guys recommended. You can feel the ache and you can feel the wishing. There's such a hope, a longing, a desire for something better, while also having a lot of reflections about his process, his coping mechanisms, how his past has influenced maybe some of what's really hurtful in the present, in relationship dynamics that maybe get repeated. There's something about this story that just feels so real. Maybe there are fictional elements. Certainly there are fictional characters being referenced. It just really captures that intersection of early trauma being brought into current relationships, plus the added layer of social dynamics, sexual orientation, internal process around not feeling good enough, and the external factors that contribute to that and replays itself out in relationships. I loved it. I loved this. This is fantastic. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you soon.